What's up, guys? What's up, guys? So, this is actually what happened. This is the trade we took yesterday. So, um, let's see what we have going on today, and we'll know exactly what we should be expecting. Let me try to share the Zoom, the link. Let me try to share the live, my forums. Whoa! Nice to have you, my brother. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have you here. This is the setup I was telling you about on GBP USD. You see, I even thought I had been stopped out on this setup. You see, this is where we entered, where we had a breakage above the key level. I told you about this, my key level strategy, right? So when we had this break above, I got the next candle pullback. I told my guys, actually, it happened on a live stream yesterday. It happened on a live stream yesterday. So I told them to place a pending order at 1.35500, which most people did. And immediately price tapped on it. It pulled all the way up, but it did not give us our target. Instead, after that, we had a powerful bearish engulfing on the 1 hour time frame. You see the bearish engulfing that almost swept out these lows, and our stop loss was here. It's just 20 pips stop loss. Like I told you, I always trade 20 pips. I was targeting 50 pips, and we might end up hitting the 50 pips, but I'm out of the trade. I closed on this candlestick because of the fact that there is a strong resistance around this zone. And when I realized the way price is behaving, I just had to close and say, okay, it's needless for me to be dying in the market trying to cash maybe less than 5 pips. So it's better I just accept what I've made and go home. So for all those joining us for the very first time, thanks very much for joining my live stream. I go by the name FelloF, and I am a trader. Okay, it's a pleasure, or I really find it appealing, or I find peace in sharing what I do with you guys. Okay, so what we do is we try our best to make trading easy for you guys. We try to make trading easy. Trading is very complicated if you try to complicate it, but we do our best to make it easy so that we all can try to actually make some money out of the $7 to $8 trillion that is liquid in this market daily. All right. So for those who are joining me for the very first time, do not forget to show some love by subscribing. Okay, I think clicking on the subscribe button will not break your finger, but if it does, if it breaks your finger, right, what you can do is actually take a screenshot, send to this WhatsApp number, and we'll send you $100 for breaking your finger. Okay. Wow, my bro, thank you very much. It was actually an awesome setup. So for today, I think we'll have to get a little breakdown so that we should know exactly what's happening in the market, so we all can know if we should be buying, we should be selling, or what should we be doing. Should we be patient? Hi, Prakash Mach he. Wow, nice to have you. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you very much for joining. It's like you're watching me from India, because I noticed I have a whole lot of friends, family in India. Okay, so today we are, my brother from another mother all the way from South Africa is here, and I can see Prakash. I don't know if you are all the way from India, or where are you writing from, or from the USA, because I have 4 places that I'm watched from the most. We have the United States of America, but the highest is India. We have second is Nigeria, third is the United States of America, and at times South Africa. So I really love you guys. I appreciate you guys. We are family, okay? We all are family. I really love your presence, okay? And for those who are not subscribed, I think it would be an honor to have you as part of the family. So do not forget to subscribe so we stick together. And whenever I have a live stream like this, you can always receive a notification. And for those who want to get in contact with me one-on-one, I feel so happy I feel so happy to connect with you guys, okay? Because the trading space is very solo. So many people find it difficult to navigate through this space because of the loneliness. They are locked up in their rooms. Like right now, as I speak, I'm in Abuja. My office is in my home. And you can imagine, at times, I don't even have friends around here. That's why I try to connect with you guys always, because you guys are my family. You're my friend. You're my everything, okay? So let's keep in touch, all right? So this is my WhatsApp number. Then let me just keep telling you everything that's going on. All right. I have a free masterclass that started yesterday. And day before, that was day before yesterday, the fourth, yesterday the fifth, and it's ending today, the sixth. In case you want to be part of it, it's free, okay? Where I share my strategy, I give you some basics, and I help you guys to maybe get started with your journey. And after that, if you maybe think trading is your thing, you can go get a good mentor for yourself. And if you maybe want to work with me, I can still work with you. But if you feel comfortable with someone else, I still don't blame you, because that's it. Trading should be very easy to the point where you do exactly what you want to do. Okay, there is no cap to the amount of money you can make in this industry. The same way you should not have a cap to the things you can do, the achievements you can get. Wow. Glory all the way from Cameroon. You are defending your nation. I love that. Okay, everyone should keep defending their country on this live stream, okay? You can just share the flag of your country. Wow, my bro, all the way from South Africa. Okay, I love that. Intensity 1000. That's the name I see here. It's so loving, okay? All right, guys. So I will just go straight to the charts. Let's see exactly what's popping. Let's see what's popping, guys. So we'll start from the daily time frame, okay? Let's see exactly what's happening on the daily. Then we go down to all the way down to the 1 hour, because I get my entries on the 1 hour time frame, okay? For those who were live with me yesterday, wow. Brian JL, nice to have you here. Nice to have you. Where are you streaming from? Is it America? Is it Africa, Asia, wherever? Just let us know, okay? Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Okay, guys. So, like I said, we're going to do a little top-down analysis, okay? Small top-down analysis. We'll start all the way from the daily down to the 1 hour, okay? Well, we'll not analyze on the 1 hour. What we'll do is we'll just see if we can be waiting for an entry on the 1 hour, okay? So straight to the daily. Okay. So on the daily time frame, let me take a chart where it's a little clean. I've overcrowded shit on this. Whoa, I knew my Indian people must defend themselves here. Nice to have you, Prakash. Yeah, Prakash, my man. Nice to have you, bro. Okay, I think this is the best place for us to work. Let me delete some of this shit. Okay, guys. So let me just leave it the way it is. You see, we don't need to go too far. We don't need to go too far. Look at what we see. For those who trade patterns, you tell me you have a double bottom here, which is cool. A double bottom, and you have a break, which is a change of character. Simple, right? Simple. And now, you see we have a powerful move to the upside. Well, last week, we were expecting to have a pullback because we felt like, okay, price has broken or has changed character, and we should have a pullback, like something like this. And I remember I had a conversation with my friend. His name here is Intensity 1000. I told him I was expecting price to do this. Like, he even saw one of my posts that I was expecting price to do this. for me to continue buying. And he was like, bro, that's price prediction, which is true. Trying to predict, trying to see, try to forecast, try to say, okay, this is what will happen, this is what will happen, instead of trying to maybe just follow what the price is giving you. All right, instead of trying to follow what market is giving you. So guys, as of today, look at what happened. Price did not pull down. Instead, we've been consolidating around this zone. Okay, we've been consolidating around this zone for the past couple of days. Okay, we've been consolidating within that zone. And at this point, if we have a break to the upside, we are gone. We are gone. That's a breakout. And if we have a break to the downside, then we know that, okay, we can have that pullback, or price might, because if you look at the bigger picture, you see something else. But I want us to look at the immediate, okay? I want us to look at the immediate market structure and make our decisions based on it, because we are currently midweek, okay? So this is midweek analysis. We don't need to go too far. We just check. Then on weekends, we do our complete top down all the way up from the monthly coming down, weekly, stuff like that, okay? Now, at this point, daily is bullish somehow, but right now, the immediate, we are consolidating. We are consolidating. So the company, right? Many of you have maybe different ideas, the way you look free. We are here to chat. We have over 1 hour to be here, to have fun, to relate. Like I said, we are all family, okay? We are all family. We are all the way from India, Nigeria, Cameroon, South Africa, USA. Bro, let's have fun. I'm not seeing Europe. My European guys, what's happening? You're not defending your title. Italy, I have my friends from Italy. You're not supporting your own. Okay. Let's take out our consolidation box. You see, this is where we had a change of character on the daily, making us to believe in the buys. Most of my students understand something. When I have a change of character like this, I mark out the lowest point. Okay, I mark out the lowest point of it. So we have this change of character on the daily time frame. I mark out the lowest point and I extend the change of character line. And I always say this zone between this high to this low is considered a golden zone, because for us to have a good buy, this is the best discount zone for us to buy from. Okay, that's the best discount zone for us to buy from, because most of the time price will pull in to this zone before giving us a good buy. That's why buying from here was really challenging for me. Okay, it was really challenging for me, because I thought, okay, why should price allow all this to continue rising? But it's very possible. That's why once I get my confirmation on the 1 hour, I do what price is telling me. I don't try to force it, because it might decide never to come back. It might decide never to come back. Okay, and I have key levels. You see, this is a key level, 1.36 thousand. You see, price taps here, taps here, taps here, reacts. So as of right now, you see, price is also reacting. I was even hoping that this 4-hour candle that we see here, the highs should be taken out, price, so that price can tap on this zone. If it wants to drop, it should drop. Okay, but we aren't seeing that coming. It's not happening. Okay, so now where is our next major structure on, or our next structure on the 4 hours? Since price decided not to respect this, our daily zone, not to come back, price started giving us this. You see, if I marked out this golden zone here, because we had a pullback, and then price actually breaks structure. So we mark this out, like I said, and then mark out this high, because this is where we actually had a break of structure. What happened? Price came back, gave us exactly what we are looking for. Okay, price came back. This is a bullish engulfing candlestick. Most of the time, at the start, I told my students this is the best entry confirmation, a bullish engulfing within your golden zone. Okay, and that's exactly what we had. And what happened? After price got to this zone, price never came below this, and price pulled all the way up to our next key level. Okay, now at this point, where is our next golden zone? This is it. Let me make it easy. My pen is actually disrespecting me. It's trying to disgrace me on a live stream. So I'll use my finger. This one will not disgrace me. It loves me so much. It's part of me. So this is our hash box. Okay. Awesome. So you can see, right? This is the most recent golden zone that was created. What happened? Price pulled in. This is a 4 hours engulfing candlestick. This is a 4 hours engulfing candlestick. Now we mark out our mid level. We did not enter from the engulfing candlestick because it was below a mid level, 1.35500. Okay, so it was a little scary. That's why we waited. We now went down to the 1 hour. I'm just trying to give you a simple illustration of exactly what we look for to get our entries. Okay, we came down to the 1 hour. This is where we caught this entry. Let's take this out, reduce the noise. So this is where we caught our entry. As of right now, what are we looking at? If this uptrend has to continue, because this is where we bought yesterday, we almost got stopped out, but glory to God, we were not stopped out. Price moved up. Okay, so if price has to continue, you can now add an extra confluence. Okay, those who trade trend lines, you can take it from this low, you tap it to this low. Okay, and then you wait. If price pulls back to this point, it can even come all the way down to this point and close back above for you to continue the buys. So as of now, we are still very bullish on GBP USD, but honestly, since I don't trade 15 minutes, 5 minutes, I cannot be telling you I'm seeing an entry right now. I'm around my mid level. Sorry, my key level, because this is a key level, not mid level. I'm around my key level, and I cannot do anything. I just have to watch. So guys, on this live stream, we are going to watch and discuss some psychology tips. Okay, so my biggest question is always, what's your greatest forex challenge that you have? Or maybe if you have another view. Okay, wow, this is amazing. My brother is seeing something similar to what I'm saying, so I really love it. Thank you very much for your contribution, bro. Thank you very much for your contribution. So guys, tell me in the comment section, like on these live streams, we always have elite traders among us. Okay, we have elite traders among us. Like in 10 City 1000, he is an elite trader. Okay, he's a trader who has proven himself very professional to his channel, because he's about to give you something crazy very soon. So just click on his name, you see his channel, you subscribe, because maybe, I don't know if it's this month or next month, we are going to be doing some crazy collabos. He's going to be doing some crazy stuff, so you can start following him in preparation for that. He's going to give you so much profitable knowledge. Okay, he's actually a brother from another mother. I've learned a whole lot from him, and to be honest, I can vouch for him when it comes to trading. Okay, so guys, like I was saying, during our live streams, we have elite traders amongst us. So feel free to always share your challenge, because when you share your worries in the comment section, even if I don't have the right answer, someone in the comment section will give you a solution to your problem. Okay, will give you a solution to your problem. And for those who are not subscribed to the channel, I don't think subscribing will kill you. Just click on the subscribe button, and also don't forget to turn on the notification, so that when I'm live like this, you can always get notified. Okay, and when I post a video, I have real contents on this channel. I don't know, for those who have been following me, you know that I have enough for you. I have enough for you. Okay, I have enough for you. So let's see, the I don't know, Facebook has made it in such a way that your message cannot be seen clearly, but let me read it from here. All right. The channel, okay, the channel you should be looking, you should go subscribe to, because this is not his main channel. All right, so the original channel you should go subscribe to is Man Mac price action. Okay, Man Mac price action. So it's Man MC price action. Okay, Man Mac price action. So that's the name. So go check that channel, Man MC price action. Okay, you join the MC price action as one word. Okay, so that's it, guys. Go subscribe to his channel. Honestly, you come back and testify. We are live every day. So if you go there, you get messed up, come tell me in the live stream, and I'll prove you wrong, because like I said, I can vouch for him. He's someone I've worked with, and I've learned a whole lot from him. He has, like, when I call someone an early trader, it means he is profitable, and he's not just profitable, he's been profitable for years. Okay, for years. We have people who've been in the game for close to a decade, or even a decade. Okay, just maybe months to hit a decade. So you don't need to play with people like that. Just that he's been doing his things low key. Okay, so share your problems in the comment section, guys. Share your problems. Let's discuss, let's build, let's see how we can help each other. All right, so my guys from India, my guys from Nigeria, my guys from Cameroon, all the way from South Africa, my guys from the US, my guys from Italy, because I have my Italian guys here always. So guys, let us relate, let's keep building. Oh, my WhatsApp number has appeared on the screen. For those who want to contact me on WhatsApp, do not forget, I'm always active. Okay, if you hit me up, I don't reply, no, you definitely receive a reply, even if not at that same moment. So let's keep it going. I love connecting, because we are all families, or we are all family. Yesterday, somebody told me his biggest his biggest fear in trading is actually stop loss. That's something that was the only one going through that. So many people are going through that same challenge. It's the fear of stop loss. The fear of stop loss. Okay, and you need to understand this thing first. Stop loss is not your enemy, it is your friend. That's what makes the difference between profitable traders and non-profitable traders. Because if you don't have a stop loss to protect your account, what will you do if maybe you are in the market and Trump drops a tweet that Iran is down, whatsoever, you know, those kind of tweets, right? And the market skyrockets, or the market dumps, your account is gone. Just by you taking one trade, one position will liquidate your account. That's why using a stop loss is very, very important. And hitting a stop loss is also very, very important. You need to understand that as a business person, because trading is more like entrepreneurship. Okay, if you want to be successful in trading, the first thing you need to understand is you need to treat trading as your business. You don't need to treat it as maybe gambling or maybe just a game. You need to treat it as your business. And business people, they have a way of doing things. First, they protect their principal, their capital. They protect it with their lives, which means your stop loss is there to protect your capital in case you are wrong. because most of the time you are wrong. Forget about the fact that maybe for this month you've had a winning streak, for last year you've had a winning streak, but overall, most of the times you are wrong. That's why most people will tell us or will tell you have a minimum of 1:2 risks to reward, so that those wrong days will be covered up by your right days, by the days you're doing the right thing. Okay. Now, if you don't have a stop loss, how will you measure your reward, your risk? How will you measure all those things if you are scared of stop loss? So you have to get used to stop loss, get used to losses, because most people come in and focus only on wins, trying to know how they can make money, forgetting to know how they can lose money, to learn to how to lose money. Someone also asked this question yesterday, that his problem is that he is struggling to learn how to be a good loser. Wow, Godlove, sorry you came in, I did not notice. You're welcome, Godlove, you're welcome. Godlove Gande, nice to have you, bro. Nice to have you all the way from Cameroon. Yeah, so that person's question of being a best loser or a good loser is something we all should say to ourselves, that as a trader, I want to learn how to be a good loser. I want to learn how to be a good loser. Let's go watch our trade, the trade we took yesterday, to see if it will hit our TP. Okay, let's just keep it on the screen. I'm not in this trade. I'm not regretting the fact that I closed. You see what has been happening? After I closed, what happened? We've been having a consolidation around this zone. So I'm not regretting my action. I'm not regretting my action. I'm so happy about the fact that I closed. So let's get it going, guys. So Godlove, I believe you have watched the videos I sent, the links I sent to the group, because you need those videos. Now that you're about to start trading, at least you should know how to navigate through MetaTrader 5 very well before taking your first trade. Okay, so like I was saying, you need to learn how to lose, because if you don't know how to lose, you might end up losing your whole account on a single trade. You might end up avoiding losses that would have given you so much wins, stuff like that. So in business, you should learn how to lose. You should know how to lose. And that's how it is. So for those just joining us, you are welcome to our today's live stream. I go by the name FelloF, and we are looking at GBP USD. We're expecting a very good pullback for us to continue buying GBP USD. Okay, this is the setup we took yesterday, and we are currently in massive profits. I actually closed. I don't know if everybody closed, because in the community, some people, they take your signal, but they also do their analysis and they understand exactly what they are doing. So even when you tell them to close, they won't close. They will hold longer because they are seeing better than you are seeing, or maybe they believe in the setup better than you do. So some people might still be holding. I've noticed that a lot of times. Okay, so we're waiting for another pullback for us to continue the buys. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, I think you should subscribe, and you'll receive notifications whenever I'm on live stream. I share videos, educative videos too. I don't just share maybe trades that I've taken. No, I break down a lot of stuff for you guys to learn how to enjoy. Okay, so it's high time you subscribe so that you will receive notifications whenever that is done. So guys, tell me in the comment section, is your biggest problem strategy? Is it risk management? Is it FOMO? Yeah, your psychology, right? Is it psychology issue? Because a whole lot of people are suffering from trading psychology issues, and they think it's strategy. Your strategy alone will not make you rich, will not make you profitable. Making money is different from being profitable in Forex. Okay, so many people get into Forex focusing more on trying to make money, forgetting about profitability. And profitability, when we talk of profitability, it's not just having a couple of wins. We talk of consistent profitability, which means Even losses are part of the game. Oh, God love, you say psychology issue. Wow. Okay. So is it analysis paralysis? Is it FOMO? What kind of psychology issue do you have? So is it that when you take a trade, you close before time? That should be doubt. You're doubting yourself. Or is it the fact that you are scared to enter because of the fear of uncertainty? Or is it the fact that you are greedy? When you take a trade, you are in massive profits, you still keep holding, even when you know everything you want has been given and the market is not willing to give you more, you keep holding. That should be greed. So what kind of psychology issue do you have as a trader? Imagine this trade. Honestly, yesterday I knew I was out of this trade. Before sleeping, I had already assumed I assumed that I had already hit SM. But man, heaven intervened and gave us profits. Yeah, heaven intervened and gave us profit. And let's go back to the last charts we had. I want to show you guys something that happens back to back. I even shared this on, oh, you keep holding trades. Okay, that should be greed. So the solution for greed is actually having a predefined risk to reward. So if you get into a trade, target a 1:2, 1:3. If you are targeting 1:5, you place your take profit where it should be, your stop loss where it should be, and once price gets to that point, it will automatically trigger you. So if you are holding winning trades more than you are supposed to, it means you are not using take profit orders. So it's good to use take profit. Okay, it will help you. So you remember the other day, guys, during our live stream, when price moved all the way from here, that was on Monday, we saw this entry, but we discovered it around here. I got up in the morning, I saw it, but I was expecting that price would come back during London session, but price did not. So we had this break to the downside. So I marked out this zone and said, support and resistance traders, they will sell from here and it will give them so much money, which actually did. Price came back. You see, when price break through the zone, like this, what happened? Price came back. Okay, if you had to enter, your stop loss would have been few pips above, targeting a simple 1:2. All right, price came back. Okay, so we have a similar scenario on the 4 hours. Okay, so if on the 4 hours you drew out a box around this breakout and said price will come back to it, what happened? Price did the same thing, right? So this is a way of trading that, in case you are still looking for a strategy, you can just mark out your support zones and resistance zones. Okay, whenever price gets there, if price breaks through your support level, you just mark it out, or your resistance level, you just mark it out and say, okay, when price gets to that zone, you wait for your confirmation. Or if price just taps on the zone, you place your pending order below and place your stop loss maybe 30 pips, depending on your account size or your style. After back testing, okay, you can decide the number of pips you'll be risking. Because I always recommend consistency. Okay, I recommend consistency. Even if the pips want to change, at least your lot size, your risk tolerance should not change. Okay, if you say you're risking $50 per trade, make sure you risk $50 on all your trades. It'll be easy for you to calculate your wins. Okay, and it'll be easy for you to grow, because imagine you risking $50 on this trade, on the other trade you risk $20, and maybe the other trade gives you 1:2. It means the trade you lost $50 on, you are still unable to make it up even after having a 1:2. So if you have a consistent risk tolerance, let's say $50 on every trade, so the 1:2 will take you up to $100. Okay, but now if you have $20 on all trade too, Your 1:2 will give you $40. Your one loss will just take only $20. Okay, so when you keep fluctuating, that's where you can actually stay stuck around one position, around one place, because you make profits on a setup and lose everything on another setup and go back and draw down stuffs like that. Okay, so that's it. Some people will say when they have an A plus setup, they maximize or they increase their lot. There is no A plus setup. Okay, an A plus setup, because most traders will say, okay, this one is accurate. Those accurate trades still hit SL, which means you should treat all your trades equally. Don't over leverage on a trade because you think it's an A plus setup. Leverage the same thing. You have $1,000 account and you decide to risk $50 on a trade, bro, risk $50 on every trade. If you have to do that for 1 month, 3 months, let me up my lot size, let me up my risk tolerance a bit. You can at that point say, okay, now I'm risking $75 per trade. And on all trades, you'll be doing that for the next 3 months. And that's how growth, you'll start seeing real change in your trading. Okay. And that's why we are here, to discuss stuff like that. So you can also use this as a strategy, support resistance strategy. It's very easy. It's not that complicated. It's good for beginners. This is how I started my journey. And it's easy. Okay. Because every strategy also hits SL. Now, what you need to do is backtest your strategy and see if it actually works very well. And if it does, cool. You can use it to make so much money. You see, this is a similar scenario. You see, price was creating higher highs, higher lows. What happened? When price break through the zone, it became a resistance zone. You see, price pulled back to it, bounced off, and gave us a good setup. Okay, it keeps happening over and over. Okay, over and over and over and over. When price breaks through your zone, it will pull back, give you an entry, and you continue. This is it. Price was coming down, and when price break through the zone here, you could extend it and say, okay, if price pulls back to the zone, I will buy. What happened? Price pulled back. After breaking, it pulled back to the zone, you would have bought. Okay, it keeps happening over and over and over again. So it's a strategy that works. It works very well. Like I said, the problem is never a strategy. The problem is the executor of the strategy. Okay, most strategies we see do work. Now the problem is the one executing the strategy, the one behind the charts. Okay, the one behind the charts. So we've actually broken down GBP USD. This is the only pair I trade. But in case you want us to break down another pair, we can break it down. We can look at it. You can share your views, tell me exactly what you think. Yeah, so guys, this is what I see on GBP USD. I cannot be buying at this point. I cannot also sell because first we are in an uptrend. Okay, we already break through the zone. You see, this is the same thing that happened here. Price break through the zone, and if you decided to draw, okay, no problem. Let me check euro. Thank you. If you decided to draw, you see price came back, tested the zone, and what happened? We crashed, right? If you placed your stop loss a few pips above, you would not be hit out. Okay, and this was a perfect one. I saw it, but it happened too early, and I hate entering the market too early, so I missed it. But guys, what do we do? That's part of the game. So let's look at euro. Wow. So we'll go straight to the daily time frame. You see, euro and GBP are doing almost the same thing. Okay, they're doing almost the same thing. So euro is sweeter because it's on a key level. It has just bounced off this key level. You see, this is a level where whenever price gets there, it reacts. You see, price got here, it got stopped. It's now pulling up. Price got here, it got stopped. Price got here, it got stopped. Price got here, it got stopped. Okay, historically, that's a key level. Okay, on the daily time frame, you see, we also had a change of character here because you see, we were bearish. Okay, we're bearish. The external trend for me, let me just mark it out. Okay, I can consider this the external trend. I can consider this the external trend because if you go up to the weekly and the monthly, this is exactly what we'll see. Okay, and if we have to look at it from this picture, the external trend is bearish. If we don't take out those highs, the highest point, if we don't take out these highs, we are still bearish on the external trend. But on the immediate low, internal trend, we are bullish. Okay, because you see, even though you are seeing this peak line, we can still see higher highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Now in here, we had a change of character where we now started seeing higher highs, and this is more like a higher low that is being created. Okay, though price has not come into my golden zone, it's the same thing that happened on GBP USD. Price said no because I'll mark out this change of character as my green line, and the lowest point, I rather prefer this lowest point as my ash box. And like I said earlier, I'll consider this zone as my golden zone. The zone between this green line to this ash box as my golden zone. And I always want price to tap into the zone for me to continue buying, because at that point, using my Fibonacci, because I also use Fibonacci as a confluence, okay? From the lowest point to the highest point, you'll see that the golden zone is somewhere around 61.8 retracement level, but price did not come there, which is very okay because price decides what to do. Price might pull all the way up and decide now to start wiping everything. Okay, the golden zone is fine. Yeah. So OTA, please extend OTA. I don't actually understand the abbreviation. What does it mean? Okay. So at this point, what are we looking for? Let's go down to the 4 hours to see exactly what price action is telling us. Good. So on the 4 hours, you see we had a downtrend. Okay, a downtrend. We were creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. But at this point, what happened? We had an internal change of character. At this point, we had an internal change of character. And if I had to extend it, it will also be our golden zone because I'll mark out this low, mark out this high. And you see, we have a 4 hours engulfing candlestick here. So euro actually optimal trade entry, perfect. 61.8, yeah. So if you notice, we had a bullish engulfing, a very good candle on 4 hours around here inside our golden zone, because this would have been the ash box, and then I would have extended my green line and wait for price to pull back, to pull back into our golden zone. And price actually did. You see, when it broke through, it came back all the way down to around 78% of our Fibonacci. Okay, because I love to use Fibonacci as a confluence too to make my trading easy. So the price came right down to 78.6. which was perfect entry. Okay, so at this point, we are very bullish on euro. On euro, we are still very bullish, looking at the immediate time frame. Okay, so 4 hours is good. 4 hours is already playing out. All right, 4 hours is already playing out because this was supposed to be the entry. I'm more of a swing trader. That's why my lowest time frame I go to is the daily, is the 1 hour. Sorry. Now, on the 1 hour, what are we seeing? Price is now creating internal higher highs and higher lows. So what do? We realize that, okay, if we have to use our Fibonacci from the last most recent swing low, the most recent swing high, then we should be expecting price around 61.8 or this zone, which will maybe resonate with our trend line, which is also a confluence. Okay, so price might give us a pullback, something like this. For us to buy. So if it happens that way, I think it'll be good. But price might also choose to just break out and continue giving us bullish vibes. So okay. Wow. Thank you. My bro, man MC price action. Yeah. So guys, for those who are just joining the live stream, okay, let me flip the camera. What's up, guys? For those who are just joining the live stream, we are doing top-down analysis. We've been doing it on euro. Let me put on my cap, guys. My hair is bushy. I've not actually arranged myself. Yo, okay. So we were doing top-down analysis on GBP USD and euro, and we are looking forward to have some buys. Okay, we're looking forward to have some buys. So as of right now, we have nothing to do. We are expecting to get a good pullback before we buy. So if you are new to this channel, do not forget to show some love by subscribing. Okay, do not forget to show some love by subscribing, and let's build together. Let's keep going. We are on this live stream every day. Okay, we're on this live stream every day. And if you want to actually partake in our live streams, it's simple. Just know that you should subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification, because every day at 8 a.m. GMT. Okay, so those are the two times of the day we have these live streams. So during the live streams, we break down charts and we discuss. We actually share our major worries, and that's it. Wow, thank you very much, bro. So he's saying in the comment section, waiting for the golden non-profitable traders. Okay, and that's the truth. So many people don't know how to wait. They just want to make money. Okay, they just want to make money. Like I said, I moved to Abuja. It's a new city. I'm not yet versed in the city, and I'm still struggling to chart. Okay, let's go back to our chart and see exactly what's going on. You see, my gadgets are off. Okay, everything is off. Only this one is on. So let's keep it going. So like my brother said, what separates profitable traders from unprofitable traders is actually waiting. Okay, that's why I came up with the idea of considering a certain zone my golden zone. Okay, of considering a certain zone my golden zone, because honestly, the market had dealt with me for years to the point where I had to humble myself and understand that pressure will not take me to anywhere. Patience is what would change my life. And when I became patient, everything started to change. Okay, I started seeing results. So that's the same advice I'll give you. Be patient. Wait for results. Wait for your setups. Don't force setups. That's more like FOMO. Okay, fear of missing out. Somebody will just start buying from here because he's seeing bullish candles. No, that's not what you should do. You should wait for price to come to where you feel comfortable buying, where your stop loss will be safe. Because the first thing you need to know before entering a trade is where you place your stop loss. And ask yourself this question: is this stop loss safe where I'm placing it? You see, for someone like me, I'll wait. If price taps on this key level, I'll enter here and I will know that, okay, I have a 20 pips risk tolerance. Okay, If 20 pips goes against me, I accept the wrong and I wait for another day. I'll target a 1 is to 2.5 or a 1 is to 5. Simple. Personally, I don't trade euro a lot. Okay. I trade more of GBP USD. But bro, as an analyst or as a trader, you should be able to analyze any pair that uses candlesticks. That's what makes the difference between elite traders and confused traders. Okay, because if you bring gold now, we'll still analyze it. You bring Nasdaq, we'll analyze it. You bring US 30, we'll analyze it. You bring S&P 500, we'll analyze it. Thank you. Waiting is 95%. Okay, it's 95% of trading. So you cannot actually force things. If you force, you blow your accounts before the real setups show up. Yes, you blow your accounts before the real setups show up. So guys, we are 6 minutes to the end of our live stream. So if you have any question, drop it in the comment section so we can deliberate on, we can talk about it, we can solve your worries, okay? We can solve your worries. Is it a psychology issue? Is it FOMO? Is it capital? What do you think is the problem that is keeping you unprofitable? Is it capital? Is it strategy? Is it entries? Is it execution? What's keeping you? What's keeping you from profitability? 95% of traders know exactly what is wrong. Okay? They know exactly what is wrong. So some of you might just need a little spice to what you already know to find profitability. Okay? Because your strategy, honestly, it works. Okay, my 1 hour confluence. Okay, like now we have this key level, right? Let's take, for example, we have a pullback all the way down to this key level. Price breaks below this key level and closes above on the 1 hour. Maybe it closes somewhere around here. What I will do is I'll wait for the next candlestick to open. Pull back to this key level. I'll enter directly on this candle as it's still pulling back without turning back. I'll enter here and place my stop loss 20 pips below the zone. Now, I target and 1 is to 2.5 or 1 is to 5. That's it. So my goal is to see a candlestick close above 1.37. Okay, it should tap the level and close above, or it should even break the level and close above. Now, in the other side, the other way around, if I was looking for a sell, all right, I will see candlesticks pull down, or like if this market wants to turn to a sell, this is what I will see. I'll see candlesticks closing below my key level, and then I will not hurry. I'll wait for price to come back, tap on this level, and give me a 1 hour closure below this key level. Then that's where I know the sellers are still very powerful. But if it closes above, I won't sell. I'll wait until I have a closure below before I start selling. So that's it. I use just my key levels and the overall trend direction. That's how I trade. That's just my confluence is just 1 hour candle. The closure, the way it closes, that's what gives me the confirmation. Okay. If it closes above the key level, I wait for the next to pull to that key level. If it closes below the key level, I wait for the next candlestick to pull back, or any of the next couple of candlesticks to pull back to that key level. Because from the key level, I'll be able to reach 20 pips. But if I take it lower than the key level, it becomes a little complicated. Okay, now if it closes below, this candle pulls up, and maybe I enter and it closes above. If my bias is bearish, I'm already in. I have a 20 pip stop loss to protect me. I'm already in. I won't close the trade manually. I'll watch it, because there are times when price might want to now consolidate around the zone. Price might want to consolidate around the zone. So I'll just let it be and watch out. Since if I'm bullish, I'll just hold the buys. If I'm bearish, I'll just hold the sells and watch it play out. That's why we say your risk management is what actually saves you, not the strategy, because even the strategy at times fails when everything is set. So that's just how I do it, bro. So guys, we are 2 minutes to the end of this live stream. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, I think you are doing yourself more harm than good. Okay, subscribe. First, it won't hurt you. Secondly, it will grant you access to every live stream I have, and you can come share your questions. We can analyze your pairs for you. We can catch some setups together. There's a lot we can do together. There's a lot we can do together. And I really do appreciate you guys for being part of my live stream. My bro in 10 city 1000. Love you so much, bro. Thank you very much for being part of this live stream. Honestly, you've been here from the start all the way up to the end. Glory, I know you should be here. God love, I know you are here. Most of my guys all across the globe, I know you're watching. So I really appreciate you guys for making it. And looking forward to see you guys during New York session. I'll be live. I'll be live with you. Yeah. I actually don't frustrate. I trade the strategy and let it play because yeah, I've suffered a lot from losing streaks, and I understand that that's part of trading. The people I look up to, some of the mentors I learned from, I noticed there were times when they had 3 months losing streak, and I was like, this guy, he has a strategy that works. I've been following this guy. I've been learning from this guy for years. But how come is he losing back to back for 3 months? What's happening? Has he forgotten how to trade? And I just came to the understanding that the market is the way it is and you cannot change it. You cannot force it to do what you want it to do. Just do what you have learned, what you've back tested, what you've tested and seen that it works. Just do it. And the market will give you what it has to give and take away from you what it has to take. So I really, that's just how simple it is. Yeah, you all are welcome. So, all right. So today is done. Or now the London session today is done. So see you guys tomorrow. Or if you will not have time during New York session, see you guys tomorrow. But if you have time, then come over. Let's see if we have gotten the pullback and we buy together. We do what we can do and we make money together, guys. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Or see you later.